The Diablicos Sucios, or Dirty Little Devils, are a group of masked dancers found solely in the Azuero Peninsula of Panama. Each town has its own troops of devils, such as Villa de los Santos, Chitré, Parita, and Las Tablas. The Diablicos dance on Corpus Christi, at patron saint festivals throughout the region, and occasionally at Carnival. The dance does not tell any story. In theory, it is intended to frighten non-believers into Catholicism. The devils wear a red and black striped jumpsuit with a red cape. Originally, their suits were painted with charcoal and achiote, a red spice made from ground seeds. On Corpus Christi, a Diablico Sucio might dance for up to 12 hours a day. Panama is hot all year long. As the dancers sweat, the colors used to run, making them look dirty. Also, the dancers carry an inflated, dried goat bladder that has a faintly unpleasant smell. These are the reasons why the devils are called dirty. On the back of the head is a leather cone with colorful macaw feathers, called a murrion. The Diablicos also carry a whip and castanets. The castanets are meant to mimic the clicking of the devil's teeth. The Diablicos have different kinds of dances, such as a street dance and a house dance. In both cases, they are accompanied by a guitarist. The street dance is used as the dancers parade around town. The house dance is used when the Diablicos are invited to perform at house parties celebrating the holiday. This dance is the mejorana, a solo dance to display the skills of the dancer. There is a separate dance called Diablicos Olympios, or Clean Little Devils. They have wings covered with mirrors, with colorful scarves hanging from their belts, small bells all over, and a mirror on the chest. This dance tells the story of the Archangel Michael's battle with Satan and is also celebrated on Corpus Christi. The masks are made of paper mache, but the process is far from simple. José del Carmen Gonzalez is a mask maker in Villa de los Santos. He is demonstrating the first step in making a Diablico mask, sculpting the devil's face in clay. Don José's workshop takes up the entire front yard and backyard of his family's house. Once the sculpture is finished, thick butcher paper is ripped up, covered with paste, and applied over the wet clay model. It is a time-consuming process. After the model is completely covered, a second layer, this time of soft newspaper, is added. The final layer will be strong butcher paper again. After the paper dries, it must be cut off the mold and eventually pasted together again. Teeth are made of softwood and carved by hand, or here, a grinder. They will eventually be painted and glued into the mask. Horns may be made of paper mache, or, as here, of styrofoam cut on a jigsaw. They will then be covered with paper mache, glued to the mask, and painted. Don Jose paints with an airbrush. Jorge Luis Lopez comes from a family of renowned mask makers in Parita, near Chitre. Don Jorge demonstrates the process of hand painting a mask. He says, when you are painting a traditional Diablico Sucio or Diablico Olimpio or dog mask, you choose the main color, yellow, blue, red, black or white. Traditionally, it must be painted by hand. This is the Diablico Sucio used primarily in the Azuero Peninsula. You apply the color little by little, shading it. I learned this technique from my father Darío Lopez. Each color has a symbolic meaning. He has castanets. When the Diablico Sucio is dancing, he clicks his castanets. This represents the devil gnashing his teeth. He uses a whip on his wrist, which is how the devil punishes the sinners. In this pouch, he carries ginger, which the dancer chews on to help him keep dancing for 8 or 11 hours in the street.
Hey!